The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. And we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed.
Okay, good. That is live. I was kind of worried that it was not going to be there, to be honest. Gonna get used to looking down at the camera. So I used, when my desk is set up, it's not very, I don't have a lot of good places to put the webcam. And yeah, it failed this morning. So we're making do till we can get a better webcam mount. We're also changing things up. This is a sign of things to come. there is now a new live scene for gaming, and this is our scene for podcasting. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe wherever you're at. Let's make sure our chats are working. In fact, I don't think I've enabled them just yet, now that I think about it. I want to do a run-through of at least one of the comics before we got into discussing. So we're doing comics this morning, in case you didn't look at the title. Okay. Okay. Want to make sure everything's working. I haven't felt good the last couple days or so. So I had a little time on my hands to try and make myself focus. I don't like to not do anything. If I don't feel good, if I get where I can feel a little bit better, I'll try and tinker with stuff. So my tinkering project was this. Right here. Crap. And, yeah. So, we have two brand new overlays. One for, podcasts. One for gaming. You will see that later if I still feel up to playing games today. I probably will. I don't want that camera to quit screwing around, but we're going to be doing as best we can with that. Okay, I'm going to cut the camera off for just a second. Alright, let's see what that does. Okay, that's slightly better. You're going to be seeing my hands a lot right now. I do not like that, but that's about as best as we're going to get. I do like the look of this new podcast setup, though. We look very much more professional. And go ahead and just say if you want to try and reach out that I need overlays or something. I think I have proven while feeling like crap that I do not need help with overlays. If you're asking, then you're not looking at the screen, in my opinion. You're probably a bot at this point. But we'll see. I'll still discuss with anybody. Right now, we're going to talk about some Power Rangers. It's been a few months. I promised I would get to more of these, and I never did. Somebody on YouTube commented, hey, we need more Power Rangers videos. This is why I subscribed. I said, well, I know what I gotta do. Well, Thursdays is probably the best day for me to do Power Rangers or podcasts. The rest of the week will probably be honestly, it will be is that cutting the mic off? I don't know. Whatever. Excuse me. It will probably be live streaming because I'm not going to feel like trying to go through doing research and all that kind of stuff. There's already another research project I'm already starting to work on. Now, if somebody does want to help me out with something, and y'all have... 1 second. Oh, let's see here. I'm gonna set a little music to listen to. I'm not listening to anything because I'm not gaming. I could take the headphones off, but I kind of want to listen to something. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Okay, we're gonna find something. We'll try this one for now. Oop. That wasn't what I wanted to do. Got too much crap up here in the way. Well, I just had to back up. Just had to back up doing the changing up my cables and stuff. Looks like. Okay, that's fine. All right. You know what? No, we need. You know, if we're gonna do a Power Rangers discussion, we need to have Power Rangers music. We gotta get in that mood. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's discuss Darkest Hour, the first issue. Last time we got into Grace got killed, which was like she was recruited by Zordon during the moon landing, and most of her team died. And then she become like a Elon Musk-like character afterward. And she even helped develop a new Green Ranger power with the help of Billy behind Zordon's back. Well, her Green Ranger got corrupted by Rita. And he ended up killing her and helping to bring Dark Spectre into our universe. And that is the issue we're going to be going over today. There might be more, but we know we're doing this one. I think the mic is like getting cut off, and so when I lean in, it's like making my face disappear. Oh well. Let's get to it. The artwork does look pretty good on it, what I've seen. It's kind of got a little bit of an anime style, but part of me wonders why Billy has this like feminist haircut thing. But at the same time, men, I do see men with that haircut. So, I mean, if this was a woman, I would be, what? But this will be fine. Sorry, my eyes keep looking up every time I check the other screen. And I'm looking somewhere else. Everything was a little bit better with the old setup, I thought. But it is what it is. Billy is, all the Rangers got kind of displaced by the activation of the Master Arch, which is sort of like a morphing grid version of a Stargate. And Billy kind of wakes up. He's like, well, where the hell am I? All right, what? I'm going to place between worlds. That's a unique take. As we go through the issue, it's a way for them to explain and get the Rangers help without going to Deus Ex Machina. It's okay. It's okay. There is some Deus Ex Machina here, though, including one of the most important rules of science, Billy. Grace got turned into a AI that she uploaded into the morphing grid. At least that's the way I understand it. Yes, Billy is in the morphing grid. And he wouldn't, don't look, don't touch. Or you can look, just don't touch. It's not how she thought the morphing grid would look. Her working theory is that it manifests in different ways to different people. AI's gotten too powerful. This is ridiculous. It's whatever we want it to be. Grace, is that you? They've got a lot to discuss. To start, that they are indeed in the morphic grid. Endless, everywhere, and it's being infected by Dark Spectre, which is a villain from Power Rangers in Space, who is basically going to be the Power Rangers version of a Thanos or Galactus level threat. Now we cut over to a planet that the Rangers got kicked to. you want to hit my Discord up, that's fine. I'll look at it here in a bit. Let me, we'll discuss that later, but I'll send you a Discord link to the server. Dang it. So Trini and Zach, who, for anyone who hasn't read the comics, they become a different type of space rangers. They're traveling the galaxy with the Omega powers. Jason, Trini, and Zach, when they left in season 2, in the comics, they become the Omega Rangers. Something happened to Jason. He lost his powers. He'll eventually get... They've teased that he'll become the Gold Ranger again in CO. But he was the Black Ranger here as well, but Trini got upgraded to the Red Ranger, and I think they replaced Trini with another alien. And the Blue Ranger start off as one person and then become a cat after that one went bad. Let's see what's going on. See if Discord ever loaded up, and we'll send the server link. This will go out all platforms. I don't like using that button there too often because it ends up messing with, as you can tell, it's the same message repeated 4 places because we're doing 4 streams. So Zach and Trini are running around this planet. They're all on their own, fighting these souped up super putties from hell. They've definitely got... you know what? They might be created by Rita, because Rita did get supercharged and upgraded in previous issues by Dark Spectre. But I'm suspecting... I haven't got far enough in the story to know, but I'm suspecting that these are actually like Dark Spectre's putties or foot soldiers, which we've never seen what his foot soldiers look like. We just know he's like this demonic supervillain who is OP, and all the other bad guys basically kowtow to his ace. They're on the ropes. They're trying to figure out how their brainless blobs of concrete are so tough, but then Zach has to remind her, well, they're magic brainless blobs of concrete with really good stamina. Of course, it's the end of the road. You think it's over with, and of course, you know something's gonna happen. What could happen? Only someone could save them. Maybe like an arrow or something. Oh, look at there! It's the Pink Ranger. I've done read this, but even when I was reading it, I was like, somebody's about to pop up and help them. It was just that it had that kind of setup. I'm not trying to berate it. I actually like the way they done it. It did a good setup. It's an entertaining story. The art is good. And to be honest, the story is better than a lot of things I've seen here and there. Even for Power Rangers. I wish... Damn camera. I wish we'd get more adult stories. We'll see. That's what I'm hearing the new series is supposed to be. The comics make them have to take a stand, that's for sure. But Kimberly was unaware of them, apparently, and she pops up to save them. And, of course, it's Tommy as well. I think it's like everybody minus Billy. Right, sure. Stabby, stabby. Let's do it. That's definitely Zach. They do a good job keeping character with the characters and remembering how they were from the comics and translate or the show and translating it good to the show. Or from the show to the comics. Dang it! It's usually the opposite way. It's usually a comic, then becomes a show or a movie. In this case, it was a show and got translated into comics, and they've done a pretty good job of it. I've been reading these comics not quite since the beginning, but I've definitely back read to it. And I don't like where my logo is on that border, but when I created that border, I was using it from Canva, and it had this thing for someone to put their like logo or something there, and yeah, it's just a problem. Just a bit straight up. I may get into GIMP and just do some editing and freehand and try and fix it where I can put my logo where I want it to be. Meanwhile, Puddle's getting off on logos and stuff like that. But yeah, so they're all in trouble. They're all fighting stuff. Things are not going good. I do like the Omega Ranger weapons. They're all very good. I'm wondering where the blue cat and the yellow ranger are, though. We're back to Billy and Grace. This is like the real overarching story of this issue. Everything else is just kind of action and showing just how desperate the situation is. Excuse me. They're in a dimensional pocket, a sliver of physical space locked inside the morphing grid. But Billy doesn't understand how it's possible. She says, yes, you do. But he says no, because he knows she died. How's she there? And the red look is kind of telling that she was the Red Ranger on the moon. I didn't pick that up till just now. I didn't pick it up through my first read through. She basically calls him out and he says, you're a program. She basically had it rigged so that when she died, it transferred her consciousness through the Master Arch into the morphing grid. Now I can lean up and not break the background remover. Nice. So when she died, her consciousness was transferred. She knew she would die. Everybody knows they're going to die eventually. Grace's death was sealed the moment Mistress Vile entered. Mistress Vile is what they're calling Rita right now. She's the daughter of Master Vile, and she got his power buffs after he failed. And her Promethea, maybe the moment Grace found that Master Arch and decided to build it, or the moment she was given that morpher by Zordon. Death is inevitable. You can't live forever. But people like Bill Gates, they probably think so. What? Okay. I'm like sitting here like, what? How did that happen? And it occurs to me that dang thing fell again. Oh, this is going to get aggravating. I can't wait to get a new mic mount. Mic mount. Cam mount. Dang it. I do like the way they take the helmets off in the comics. It's pretty cool. Definitely gives the vibes of this mystical, technological energy. Whatever. I'm not doing a very bad job of describing it. This is Trini and Zach kind of just disengaging the weapons. They've already got their helmets off. Complimenting each other on a job well done against the super putties. Or let's just call them Omega putties. Dark putties. Something like that. I haven't heard a name for them yet. Yeah, everybody's just complimenting each other. Blah, blah, blah. Except for Kimberly, she's upset she disobeyed Zordon's rules. I think she was supposed to went back to Earth and stayed to help the Omega Rangers, if I remember correctly. So it sounds like Zach and Trini may have been there longer than the other Rangers. I don't need to go back and reread to get a reference a little bit. But this is what I remember of. Everybody's been running for their survival. Oh, okay, so you see this here. This is actually their morpher. This bracelet thing on their wrist. It's kind of got this ancient samurai-esque amulet vibe is what they're going for with the Rangers. It's kind of like they mixed the classic Ranger look with a common ninja aesthetic, essentially, to make those Rangers. Of course, that dark portal stuff keeps coming out of it. Those thralls. So I guess that's what they're going to be called, is the thralls. It's getting closer, huh? So that's probably Dark Spectre coming through, I'm guessing. And here's AI Grace saying, Grace withheld much from you. She didn't trust me. He's triggered. Well, she did very much. Like Zordon, she only wanted to protect you. Too much information can be a curse. But they don't have the luxury of worrying about curses anymore. The Arch Grace discovered was created by being known as the Morphonaut, which is the Phantom Ranger originally was the Morphonaut. He was in the comics, he was part of the race that discovered and were Morphing Masters race. He was part of their race. And he got trapped in there exploring like a astronaut. Morphonaut. Astronaut. And he started off with a white armor and ended up with the black armor, if I remember correctly. I think he ended up getting possessed by Dark Spectre temporarily, but it's basically how he became the Phantom Ranger. He closed ours to keep Dark Spectre in his own dimension. Mistress Vile used the Zeo Crystal and the Master Arch to breach the grid and trigger the infection. And it's spreading, and it's toxic to any Ranger. But not to him. Some of them don't remember the Shattered Grid incident, where the Morphin Grid almost got destroyed because of Lord Draken. I could do a video like this and just edit it, but I'm not gonna do that. I know how to do it. I just, be honest, I'm still trying to get over being sick. And I'm not about to jump into doing that right now. She thinks that's... I thought they already done fight. Oh, because that's right. They're in a different location. This is Aisha defending Matt. They kind of had a thing going on before Matt, the current Green Ranger, got turned to evil. He was the one who killed Grace under Rita's control. And he doesn't think he deserves blah, blah, blah. But they do a good job of it. I would encourage the read-through. I really do. The dialogue's not too cringy. In fact, I feel like it takes a very realistic tone. And there's no overabundance of woke BS. In fact, I have every so often I'll see a glance of something woke here and there in the comics they do. But not, what's the word I'm looking for? Not to the degree that they had before, or it had in Marvel, is what I'm trying to say. Marvel went so woke, and now they're doing frickin' Ultimate Spider-Man, which are trying to reboot. Like, it's not even Ultimate Spider-Man; it's something else, but they're giving it the Ultimate Spider-Man name for marketing. But it's actually what I've read of it. I've read the first issue. I've got the second issue, but I haven't sat down to read it yet. They actually done what people have been asking and wanting for years. Mary Jane and Peter Parker are married, older, and have kids. course, that's when he becomes Spider-Man. But I mean, I would love to see them just wipe everything from Marvel from like early 2000, late 90s. Maybe the Clone Saga was the end of it, and jump ahead like 20 years. Him be married to Mary Jane, him be starting a company and starting to make something of himself. At the same time, he's Spider-Man. He's left the Bugle, but JJ's still out there doing his thing. Maybe he's on talk radio or some stuff like they've been doing some bit later, or podcasts. They can rip off Tim Pool and have the Bugle cast. That could be interesting. That could be interesting. Master Arch shenanigans. So I'm guessing when the Master Arch fired, it must have drew every Ranger to this planet, wherever it is. This is Tommy, who was an evil Green Ranger at one point, talking to somebody who just got over being an evil Green Ranger and telling him how Draken, which is just an alternate version of him, is just as bad, and he's not under any spells. He's saying he can overcome it. I'm not going to read through everything. They're about to get attacked again by another wave. That she says therapy will have to wait. There's no time for a history lesson, Billy. The construct can only last for so long. You'll need to investigate the shattering on your own. But now I'm trusting you to make sure that the morphing grid survives this infection by any means necessary. She'll seek out the knowledge he needs. Why not Billy? Billy is the problem solver. Billy's smart. Billy solved most of the problems in the comics. He might not be the best fighter, but he knows how to get through stuff. Or the show. Whatever. And comics. A Power Ranger is chosen not for what they could be, but who they already are. And a Morpher only enhances what is already in their heart. That is why even in the face of devastating loss, we do not give up hope. So it was like basically Zordon was choosing people that there was something to them, something more than just they could fight. There was a reason he chose them, essentially. And it kind of ties that their heart might tie into how powerful they are as a ranger. I'm kind of getting that vibe. And she tells him it's time to go. Of course, she gives him a gift. And may the power protect us all. They need help. And here you got this sequence of Tiger Zord and Dragon Zord, the white and green ranger working together. There is I haven't seen it in a while. I think they only have for like one issue, but there is a Tiger Dragon Zord Megazord. It's pretty cool. Like they went pretty, and they're almost in trouble. Tommy's run off to try and get their attention to save the others. And then Deus Ex Machina. Grace, what? She notices something. Master Arch isn't the only thing she found. This is going to be, if it's what I think it is, there's going to be some old early beginning season stuff for Power Rangers that they never went back to. The Power Eggs. I think that's what it was. There was these eggs that Rita was after one episode, and they were tossed in the sea by the Morphin Masters, and then she was after them, and they had never done anything with it. Let's, you know what? I haven't actually read the next one, but let's go ahead and read it together. Let's go. What the? When did Venom join the party? Mistress Vile's fleet, safe haven. She's got, I don't know what those ships are, but that is definitely Master Vile's ship there. That's pretty cool. You really gotta do that now? Oh, look, it's Adam, and I think Rocky. Looks like they're kind of meditating, trying to... Like, they must be prisoners of Mistress Vile, or Rita. Look, I'm glad you have the mental fortitude to just sit there and meditate, but we're not the same. I get it. I like that about us. I gotta stay active, or I'm gonna lose it. I miss my family. I understand. I'm this close to panicking. Yeah, I get that. I could kind of tell. That's why Adam's meditating. Don't get me. In my opinion, Adam is one of the best Power Rangers they've had. I wish that they would get him back for more stuff. Be great to have him as like a mentor or be another ranger for a season. How about we do something else? If you say yoga, no more yoga, I promise. Yeah, you did. They've been there a few days, and it doesn't look like they're getting out anytime soon. Oh, what? So let's see who's in here with us. Okay, let's see if I can figure out who we got. I don't know who the one on the top left is. Right off the bat. Far left is going to be the gold and pink Rangers from Dino Charge, I believe. I think this is going to be the RP... No, not RPM, is it? Maybe Operation Overdrive? I recognize the suit, but I don't know what it's from. It's one of the Pink Rangers. I can tell that. We'll figure it out pretty soon. They got Xander here kind of in the middle to the left of Adam and Rocky, who are the ones talking. He's Green Mystic Force Ranger. They got the yellow Lost Galaxy Ranger directly above them. Green SPD Ranger is top right, and blue Wild Horse is to the right of Rocky and Adam. Hey, anybody out there? We're Adam and Rocky from Earth. We're Power Rangers. Should we just say that? Hi, I'm Danny Delgado, Wild Force Black Ranger. Wait, Black? What? Why is he drawn more like the Blue Ranger? Mighty Morphin Red? I thought completely on board with using that name. I heard of you guys, but last I checked, you weren't teenagers. You were older. So you're from the future? Maybe. The Death Ranger got a hold of the transportal device. One of the Time Rangers used it to... I have missed something somewhere. There must have been like a special that I didn't get. So from the future. More Rangers. That's awesome. Anybody else? Come on. We're all in this together, right? Maya, Lost Galaxy Yellow. Yep, I was right. Xander, Mystic Force Green. I was right. Rose, Operation Overdrive Pink. I was thinking that's what it was. Shelby, Dino Charge Pink. Sir Ivan, Dino Charge Gold. Okay. So many. I'm Preston. Ninja Steel Blue. Okay, that was who that was. I didn't recognize. Bridge SPD Green from the future. What are they doing with so many of us? Making friends, Ranger. I'm very glad. I hope you're in the mood to make more. My name is Angel. Let's introduce you to Dark Spectre. Thinking that must be the Death Ranger, but I'm not for sure. The Bermuda Triangle. You rebuilt my Proto Arch. Wait, what? Proto Arch? It was never meant to be rebuilt? Didn't we do this? And yet the morphing grid is consumed with the infection. Dark Spectre walks among us, and the source is this arch. Did I miss an issue? Is that 1, 11, 12? Yep, we're missing issue 113. So we're going to have to eventually go back and do 113. But I'm going to keep going. That's the Phantom Ranger. Let's see, calm down. Well, is that who I think that is? Oh, that's one of I'm gonna have to go back and get issue 113. So it looks like Draken's forces come in. That's one of I think that's Trini from Draken's universe. He went and created some Rangers to help fight Dark Spectre. So they're trying to use the power eggs as a similar to Zeo Crystal. Why do I get the feeling we're gonna get a whole new set of Rangers out of this? Or at least a couple new Rangers. Mistress Vile has infected the grid, and Dark Spectre can now cross it. Do you have any other choice? Perhaps not. I was in the distant breach, in the far reaches of space, searching for the emissaries. The emissaries are like between Rangers and Morphing Masters. They're kind of like ascended beings of different color. So I think they were... One version of them that was on the show was a Mystic Force, the Mystic Council they went before with the red, white, and black. I suspect that was a version of them and what inspired their creation. It hoped to warn them of Dark Spectre's intentions to enter this world, but they were nowhere to be found. The infection trapped him until I was summoned to you through the arch. So he done something with the arch. And that's how they got there. I don't know. I definitely missed issue 113. I thought I had them all. I'll have to pick them up later. What emissaries? Former children of Morphin Masters. Those of us who initially discovered the grid and studied it. In an effort to thwart Dark Spectre, the emissaries tapped directly into the Morphin Grid's power, merging with it, and are now forever in flux. They're like ascended Morphing Masters. Trapped somewhere between the ascended plane and the physical realm is what it sounds like. That's a good description of them, I guess. Probably a better description than we've gotten thus far. As far as short, sink, and to the point. They are in contact with the Morphin Masters and are perhaps our last hope to stop this infection. Unless they're trapped too. Exactly my concern. What is that? I've got good news and bad news. Oh, just spill it. Oh, books on the communicator. Right. Good news. Those Hyperforce Rangers are back. And they found Billy's friends. So what's the bad news? They didn't come back alone. But they said they've got it handled. This isn't the welcome I was envisioning. At this point, I'm not sure how you could have expected anything else. Get me closer, Scott. Mistress Fire will have our hides if we allow more Rangers on this planet. I don't know if I can do me voices today, y'all. I'm still getting over this crap. Yeah, I'm trying, but I was never taught how to operate heavy machinery. Did she teach you? Just move the levers, you imbecile. Yeah. Squat running a crane terrifies the crap out of me. To no end. So what are these things called again? Thralls? How are they both tough and sticky? Oh, they're sticky too? What? Zach, there are more coming from that bridge there. I see them. Just keep pushing them back. Finster will run out of these guys eventually. Oh, so Finster's making them. Okay. Squat is done, and not a moment too soon. These Rangers are becoming too comfortable with our mistress's thralls. So it is Rita's. Thinking the dude on the right here that's black must be Hyperforce, which was like a kind of D&D inspired Power Ranger thing they done that did have the guy who played Bulk doing it with some other people. They've got Ranger teams from different times and dimensions, looks like. Fester, what's happening? The Chronophant rises. The what? You know what? It's better than, what is it? Marvel's Heavy Flow or whatever. Yeah, no. I'm good. What the heck is that thing? Yeah, they in the comics they do kind of make fun of this whole way the monsters are. They kind of take it to the extreme and kind of at the same time make fun of it to some degree. Speaking of which, I've already watched the first episode of Go Go Loser Rangers. It was pretty good. Looking forward to more. I think we need more. I think Hasbro was right. The guy who originally bought them, the current leader of Hasbro, I think needs a change. Hashtag dang it Hasbro CEO. I think it's Chris Cox. Dang it, Chris. He don't know what he's doing. He's just some Xbox CEO who got put there for bullshit reasons, and then when the other guy died and they weren't expecting it, they just threw him in there thinking, oh, well, we want to be a video game company. You're a toy company. You better figure out how to make toys first. Oh, yeah, this is a thing Finster does. He makes monsters. It's supposed to look like an elephant? Yeah, they can look silly, but they also pack a punch. You know, this could actually be modified slightly, be a very dangerous and cool mech unit for a game. It could be like a worker unit for RTS. Hey, no worries. We've got you covered. Hyperforce Megazord power. Okay, let's see what their Megazord is. That was not what I was expecting, but it's not too bad. I feel like somebody looked at Bulk and designed him, turned him into a Megazord, though. I'm not sure which one Bulk's supposed to be honest. Look, they have a Megazord too. Yes, I can see that. Just push harder. I'm trying, but they're pushing back. Marv, just take it out quickly. I can call my Zord for air support. Or you can do nothing. The Death Ranger, that's definitely the Death Ranger. I don't know who Angel is. I am in need of new Rangers. You called to me, little one. Your soul is in flux. Your heart is broken. Would you like me to fix it? So, like, the Death Ranger is the Omega's special 6 Ranger. And he is essentially the embodiment of the Grim Reaper or the Angel of Death as a Ranger. Her suspicious foul. We'll have our hides. But I was just sitting here. Yeah, that may be the problem. You're just sitting there. Perhaps another time then, Kimberly. Let's see the purple dino charge there. Again. I'll give your regards to your love. She must be talking about Tommy. He must have Tommy. Safe Haven is the Omega Rangers place. It's a planet that they took a bunch of refugees to, and it's kind of like their base of operations. The White Ranger. Almost mythical in reputation. So, okay. This body for Dark Spectre here. This is actually Zordon's body, where she separated Zordon from his body. And then once Dark Spectre took over, it got even more weirded out. But she had stored it away and then gave it its own consciousness to some degree. It's kind of weird, but it's kind of cool too. It's different. But yeah, right for right now, Dark Spectre looks like that. I can't wait to see him in his true form, though. And yet all I see before me is a child on his knees. You stink of fear, Tommy Oliver, despite the brave face you put on. The White Ranger powers were designed to never be used for evil. Let's test that theory. What is this? A chance. It's morphin. And then he gets hit by Rita's dark magic, trying to turn him evil. May be successful. Okay, so there's the yellow Omega Ranger, and the cat there is actually the blue Power Ranger for their team. And I said cat ranger, I wasn't joking. It is a freaking cat. Not cat alien. Well, he is a cat alien, but he's more cat than humanoid. Kimberly's over here all down because she blames herself and all this crap. Oh no, that was actually Matt. So they're gonna try and turn Tommy evil again, but I don't know how well that's gonna work. Oh, and I've got to get issue 113. It will be next week before we can do that, though. We're gonna do this issue, and then we'll see what we find. We might find some Power Rangers discussion, or talk about some Digimon or something. I regret getting you under these circumstances, old friend. My heart is heavy. Something about that discussion just did not grammatically feel right to me, and I don't even care about grammar. Oh well. Y'all, I'm gonna slightly adjust something on. Okay, that looks better to me. Alright. I'm truly sorry for what has transpired here. I gotta click back on Kindle. Hopefully that moved nothing. Have you lost the physical manifestation of yourself in the pursuit of good, like me? And yet I feel a broken heart. You have lost the physical manifestation of yourself in the pursuit of good, like me. And yet I feel a broken heart where no heart exists. In other words, he's probably more man than machine from the sound of it. Like a good Darth Vader. Allow yourself your grief, Zordon. Our losses are too many to count. It will show your resolve for what is to come. And what is to come? Oh, Draken in his new upgraded Green Ranger form from where he created his Dark Rangers to help them. I'm calling them Dark Rangers because they come from a dark universe. We'll call them the Draken Rangers. Beyond sitting here licking our wounds, I have a feeling you already know. Our only hope to save the Morphin Grid is to find the Morphin Masters, or at the very least the emissaries. They may have the capacity to purge the grid of infection, which is great in theory, but the Morphin Masters are not answering me, and the only way to find them is to enter the grid, heart of the grid itself. That is only possible through a Master Arch. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have that luxury. The only one that we know of is on Safe Haven. Well, that's not entirely true. I'm trying to corrupt Tommy. Cower forward, Right Ranger. Never. Oh, bad A, bad A. That was rude, Tommy. What? Is that Rocky and Adam corrupted? You want to know why he wasn't able to return Tommy? He definitely wants to turn Tommy. Look like he turned Rocky and Adam. So that doesn't bode well for those other Rangers. If I remember correctly, I believe that's... I want to say Jason, but I think it's gonna be Bulk. I think that's Bulk from the alternate universe. This is Rebel. Right before to bring the Phantom Ranger here. He did said before in the alternate universe and kill him. Draken is the bad guy. He's pretty much the OG bad guy from the series. And now he's working on the scene. The Dark Spectre's that bad. When number one is. So what are we waiting for? Time to retake Safe Haven. Oh, that does not look good. They have got a bunch of evil turn rangers. Okay, okay. Interesting. And I'm glad that now I can use Kindle on OBS. I couldn't before. Okay, I'm gonna see if we get any Power Rangers news before we get out of here. I know I'm hearing new what is this? Okay, let's see here. That's kind of disconcerting, y'all. Is Darkest Hour the end of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers at Boom? Amazon lists Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Recharge Volume 6, promising an explosive end of an era for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Probably means they're going to Zero. Or finally going to jump to Season 3 and get the ninja powers. If it still keeps going, though. Okay. I hope it's not the end of it. That would not be cool. That wouldn't be cool, y'all. I would be sad. I'm gonna have to redo these chords, but now I'm gonna have to deal with the better webcam mount before we can do that. It is what it is, y'all. Do we want to cover anything else? Power Rangers related, Digimon. Oh, Lord. Let's see if I can get this. Of course, I can't. How long have we been streaming? Been going about an hour. Of course, this thing falls again. Okay, so here's the deal. Let's see if we can adjust this thing just a tad. Did not intend to have to change my webcam setup today. Okay. This is probably going to be as good as I'm going to get it. At least till We can get our webcam issue straightened out. Let's just go with that. I was trying to get where I could see how long we've been streaming. It's been about an hour. That sounds about right. That sounds like a good time to end a podcast like this with just me. So we've discussed 2 issues, and one of them we skipped from 111 to 113. I didn't realize I didn't have 112. We'll have to fix that and go over that. Kind of curious what happened and who this angel character is. We'll have to get that figured out. That's for darn sure. Got 8 people watching us over on. Is that Rumble? Nice. YouTube isn't telling me how many people on that thing that side. And then let's check Twitch. Okay. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and just end the stream here, and we'll probably play some more Warcraft. That sounds like a good idea for now. I'll catch y'all later.